Hello, welcome back to Minds and Melty. I hope you have a good melty morning, midday, or midnight whenever you're listening to this. Today I have with me Hayasaka, George, and
Hi.
Tomoharu.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello, boys. It's George here.
Can you
It's a
guys
me.
introduce yourselves?
Okay, I'm Hayasaka, a work player from Chile, and I started from like the beginning of the game when the game was kind of wacky, and I still play until today.
I am George. I'm from Brazil, and I also played Lumina since the beginning, and even that before that, I even played Actress again. I played Actress again for a lot of years. I think before Lumina, I don't know 5 6 years or something like that, and um Lumina I've been playing since the beginning, and I stuck with the game because I love Melty. I love Tsukihime, so this is just my dream come true playing this fighting game.
Hello, hello. I'm Tomoharu. I'm from Brazil as well. I started playing Melty since 2020, around that, CC. But I started playing Lumina since like 2023 or something like that. So I'm playing since then, but I'm kind of like of a more recent player. So yeah, that's not like the usual stuff around Brazil and Sudan in general, I think. But nice being invited to being here.
No,
Same.
no problem.
Same.
So to start us off, can each of you go over again the wow the meaning behind your tag, who you main, and your choice of color, your custom, and why you made your custom color, like the decisions behind like the colors on your custom color.
Mine is actually really simple. Hayasaka from that series Kaguya-sama Loves War, and since she is the only one on with a with common sense in the series, I decided to like she's like me for real now. Yeah, that's what I got. And I play War because I wanted an all-rounded character since technically, besides current code and Yonder Knight, this is my first game. I wanted to really uh, get into the fighting games, so I wanted something that could do everything. That had fireballs, that had annoying normals, stuff like that. You all know about the HRJV, so that's why I picked work. And behind my color is just a color palette Hayasaka used on a karaoke on the character in season three, I think, around that. And that's just the meaning behind the color palette.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then I guess I'll go. I well, let's start from the beginning. I when launch happened, I played with Shiki and Roa because those were my characters in Actors again, and so I wanted to make them good. But there was a character that was actually expecting to come, and eventually turned into my actual main, which was Part Cell, because I played her a lot in Actors again. As fun, I was never that good with her, but I really liked playing with her and doing her weird ass DP. So I when she arrived, she came like very weird. Like she was a super weird character, more than before. But I wanted to play her still because I love Xiao. Like Xiao is my favorite Tsukihime character for sure, and um and I wanted to play her because I didn't like playing too much with the regular Xiao. But Part Xiao was always my favorite character to play as, and that's eventually what I picked. Uh, I had trouble at start, of course, because she's such a different character compared to everyone else in the cast. But I managed to learn how to play with her, and I had a lot of fun, and I still do. Like I played her since the very beginning, when she was very wonky, and now she's more consistent. And that's what I liked about this game because they did a really good job with her. They really went far and wide for this character. But going to the colors, I do have like two main colors that I use, which is one with red colors and another one which is green and white. That one, the red one, I kind of just wanted a edgy color, and I want to do like an inferno ciel. It looked cool in my head, so I didn't have like a reference for that. But the green and white one, it's based on a friend of mine, and we call it like as a joke WhatsApp PCL because it's funny because it looks like WhatsApp because it's white and green, but it's actually based on nice. It's actually based on a character that she has, and I really like her design, so I kind of allowed her to put that color, and I like to use that color like for every big tournament that I appear. I like to use that color and use it as reference to her character that she has. And I don't I love the color WhatsApp. So and I love also saying that, oh my god, it's WhatsApp Ciel. I like just saying it. It's like but only the true ones know the real meaning of that color. Only those know. Yeah, that's basically it.
Oh, and your
Okay,
tag,
okay.
George.
Oh, what?
Oh, any meaning behind your tag or?
Oh, my tag. Oh, sorry.
No
I
problem,
forgot
no
about that.
problem.
I went too far. Okay. But my tag. Well, I used to have another tag, when I first started finding games. But one of the when I got into a tournament, that name was super long, like it was super long. And the narrator, the guy that was narrating the tournament, he saw my name and he didn't want to say it. Like he didn't want to say that name at all. Like he got bothered by it. He said, "Bro, I don't know how to fucking say this name. What's your name?" And I was like, huh? My name? And like, yeah, your name. I don't want to say this entire thing. So you just give me your name. George, I guess. And say, okay, your name is George. And now since then, I use the name George for everything related to fighting games. I like use Georgion to like make it sound a little different, but most people just call me George. Just George. Like everyone has like a unique ass name, but this one I started using it like this name because, well, I basically was made to use that, so it just kind of stuck, and I found it cool. I like when people like say my name. I find it cool.
That's nice. I got it. I kind of want. Well, no, I do feel the name of like kind of wanting. Well, no, I think that was another case. Never mind. Forget what I was gonna say. You can go Tomo now.
Okay. Yeah. Now, as for me, it all started like as a way to not use like my real name on the internet and stuff like that. So I watched an anime called Asura Crying a long time ago. It isn't a good anime, I think, to this day, but the name of the character, which is Tomoharu, stuck on my head, and I started using it. But nowadays, I think I did some retcon with the name. I think I fixed a little bit. It's oranging because the structure for the name Tomoharu, I can divide it like in Japanese in two, which is like Tomo, which means friend, and Haru, which means spring, and it's a combination of like, and it's my favorite name in Japanese for male, and it kind of combines with my favorite female Japanese name, which is like Natsumi, which can be written as like the kanji for summer and then like the kanji for ally. So that means we'd be like the friend of spring and the ally of the summer. So yeah, it kind of combines a bit. I did some retcon, but it works well in the end. People usually call me just Tomo, so I'm totally fine with that. I think it works a lot as well. Now, as for my character, usually when I play fighting games, I don't care at all about like tiers or character stereotypes or stuff like that. I only go based on the character like visuals and personality. So I usually pick like or both the good guys are like some cheerful characters, some characters that usually like are cool or cute or something like that. And since I started playing Current Code and I saw like Kohaku so cheerful with the voice lines like the dashu, the kaching, and stuff like that. I knew I would pick her, and like I on Current Code I still play her to this day. Uh, Now as for my color palette, in Lumina played Kohaku. I still play from time to time, but like I played Kohaku since the start in 2023. Um and I just like followed the character, and I used the some palette with the blue color, which was basically the same color I used in Current Code. I think it was like the palette 25 or something like that. But then, like since 3 to 4 months ago, I started testing, and I can say that right now I'm a maidman. Maids is my main character. So for maids, I don't have too much of a reason because when I started playing, then I didn't know I would main, so I just picked some color. I think it would look cute and somewhat cool. So I like the Hisui shoes being white. I think that looks really cute, and the overall color and maintaining like the general default color, but changing some little stuff. So yeah, I think it looks really cool. Uh, we can talk about later, but like there are some reasons I changed from Kohaku to Maids. I think it's interesting if you talk about that a little later.
All right, I'll keep it in the back burner. Okay, second question. This one's gonna be very open ended, so I'm not gonna talk about what basically, well, not almost whatever. Then we'll be over, but most stuff will be answered in this question. What do you think makes South America, or at least some other regions in South America, like Brazil or Chile, or just in all really, what makes the region unique for Melty? We can talk about Lumina first, or we can talk about Current Code first. Y'all can decide.
Uh, from my point of view, I think it's not a difference between both games. It's just like, how do I put it? Besides the language, because Brazil speaks Portuguese, like 80% of the South Americans speak Spanish. There are others that speak English or French. But other than that, even that, we can communicate just fine and find instances when we can play together, even if it means playing Current Code or playing Lumina. That's what I think is the most unique about the region. And besides that, I think most of the players of Current Code also play Lumina and vice versa. But there are players of Current Code that don't play Lumina because, yeah, there are both different games. But they still can if the doors are open for them to come, and vice versa. And since they are both the same community, I think it's pretty, how do I put it? It's pretty unique in that regard.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I don't really. Well, actually, no. I sometimes see some Luna players playing Current Code. That's more just like casuals. I never really see some Current Code players like playing Lumina or vice versa. Like just because it's really only just maybe like a one or maybe two, but it's not really a norm like at all. At least for NA.
Yeah, but, for instance, here we have Tom and George, and myself included. We have Tony, Danny, Dertago. Many
Mhm.
players that play Lumina also play Current Code and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the what's some of the most prominent like countries like that most people play from?
You want to answer that, Tomo?
Okay. Now for South America, I think like uh, f- oh, oh, since like Brazil is really really big, we have like our own Discord server and all of that. So Brazil by itself, it's like a huge region. But I would say that for Sud, it's probably like mostly Chile, but like some other players from Argentina, and some others from like Uruguay, Paraguay, and stuff like that. But just to give you an idea like about how huge Brazil is, I was just searching up today and was like, from what I know, Chile total population is like it, 19 million or something like that. But only in Brazil, only São Paulo city is like 14 million people. So like one city, which is São Paulo, it's almost as big as like the entire country of Chile.
Yeah.
And besides that, there are a lot of big cities in Brazil as well. Since like, uh, for example, Rio de Janeiro, probably like Minas Gerais, some cities in the south of Brazil. Like Brazil is really freaking huge. It's like almost 200 million people or something like that. So it makes sense that both regions are like their own thing basically. But I would say that like another characteristic for the South America region, we can talk about that later a little bit, but I think we're really strong in both melties. We have like a big history along the years since the current code and Lumina as well. Like we have the Melty community since 2010. Like it's been a long time. People use like forums and then like Skype and then starting using the Discord. So uh South America Melty Blood has like really a great story between both melties, both like between the region itself, but with some crossovers with some players from outside, even players from like Japan, players from US, and stuff like that.
Yeah, sounds interesting. You said 2010
Yeah,
for
from what I know, it's like 29, 2010. People use
Yeah,
like a forum for multiplayer. Joorgi might know more about it because I think he's like one of the oldest players, I guess. Joorgi?
yeah. Basically, I won't say we because I wasn't 100% involved with that chat. The ones that were involved were like Inzo, Cristo, and other old current code players.
Shao.
They played like Melty before. Like back then, we didn't have like Discord service or things like that, and so tech was mostly found on these forums, and they were very good. Like they were very well made. I think I can still find one of them like if you guys want to, but I have to look because I don't remember the actual name of the thing, but I know there was a forum. I can get it later. But we also have like at least in the Actress Again era, we had a lot of contact with people from outside, and sometimes they actually came here to play Melty Blood with us. I think were people from Japan. I don't know the names of the people who came here because I don't know exactly who. Like they were
Uh,
very like
I remember
big.
Scrod.
I remember it was Rakushan, Uncle
Yeah.
Aki, Hirosha, even Sprout came here once, I
Yes.
believe. Because in the ancient times, like 2015, 2018 specifically, we had a tournament called Heaven or Hell, which bring no, but like some of the Japanese players from across some of the fighting games. So, for example,
Mm-hmm.
we had Teresa, which was a XR player from Japan, also playing the Melty bracket. From what I know, I think Lord Knight came here once as well. So, like, South America has like a huge history with Melty Blood, a cool one as well.
Oh, I definitely I recognize some of those names. What you said? Okay. Oh, okay, I remember. You said when was that? You said 2015 to 2018. Was that like big tournament that
Hero
Yeah,
happened?
Hell?
we
Hero
had a big
Hell?
tournament called Heaven or Hell, which happened yearly, and like it was the tournament that usually gathered like the strongest players.
Okay, yeah, that's what. Okay, I was just thinking about. So it ran from 2015 to 2018.
No. I think the tournament actually started in like 2012 or something like that, and it ran. until 2022, I guess. It was like uh, I wouldn't say it's like the climax of South America, but it was like a tournament focused on anime fighters basically. So
Yes.
Melty was always a main event, Blaze Blue, later like Fighter Z and stuff like that.
Under
Mhm.
night.
Under Night as well, yeah.
Aguapas.
Aquafaz, yeah. Even some random obscure games as well, yeah. Recently, since 2022, we don't have Heaven or Hell anymore, but it was replaced. It isn't like an anime focused event, but we have Battle Coliseum, which is like the biggest fighting game event in Brazil right now, which usually holds up to 1,000 people. Actually, it's a lot of people playing fighting games in Brazil, offline even. So that's really amazing.
Besides Battle Coliseum, which other one there are on Brazil?
Uh,
I
Offline
can't
events,
remember.
you mean?
Yeah, yeah, of Lions.
Well, it was mostly Heaven or Hell. We have a tournament in the south of Brazil, which is Treta, which happens almost every year for Melty as well. We had some local tournaments at some point where close to São Paulo. We had one this year which was called Ultra Gold, but the name changes every year. Uh, we don't actually in Brazil specifically. We don't have many offline tournaments because of this structure of the country. Because, for example, I'm in the state of São Paulo, and Joorgi is in the state of Rio de Janeiro, which are like next to each other. But for example, if Georgia wants to come play in São Paulo, he has to take like a 6 to 7 hour trip.
Bus.
Yeah, bus trip until he can play. And me, I don't live like too far from São Paulo, but it's still like a 1 2 hour trip. So, and especially in Lumina, since like the players are across the country, there isn't like a state that most players are from. I think so. Especially for Lumina, it's kind of hard to make some events, but we did manage to make at least one this year, and there's another one to happen, which is Battle Coliseum. So we're still kicking a lot with what we can do, at least.
And when it comes to Chile, I mean, Sud beside Brazil, most of the people that play are in Chile, with a few and far between Argentina and Peru. And there are some obscure cases with current code that are people from Ecuador, Uruguay, I think, too, and Paraguay. But there are some really rare cases. But besides that, most of the people that play Lumina and current code are in both Chile and Argentina, on the central region. So for us, it's easy to do offline events, but the thing is, many people that want do some live events usually are more focused on other fighting game like Street Fighter and Guilty Gear and stuff, and Melt in general ends up like a side event, but that doesn't mean that the Melty community doesn't do numbers. In fact, next week we have our like two monthly locals. I think it's every 2 months, and we have a mayor that in the of the ground that in August 3, I think, that current code will be there, and on our locals will be both Lumin and current code alongside Under Night and Vampire Saviors. So there is that as well. I think there will be people from Brazil too on off the ground, but yeah, that's about from Sud. Most of the players are centralized, so it's kind of easy to do events.
Okay, thank you. Talking about the players, can you name, well, not, yeah, could you name some like prominent players from like in the like for Lumina for Sud?
Besides me, there is Donny and Dertaco, which us three,
then
alongside Danny.
yeah.
Yeah, us three. But Danny doesn't play anymore because he's focused on current core right now since he's going to Climax. The announcement is already out. And go check out the fundraiser. There are so many players there. One of them is Lewe, I think, from Brazil. That is also there.
Yeah.
Yes.
But for Lumina, there is Donny, Dertaco, and me. With us three right now being the most prominent players. And from Brazil, Joorgi, you can answer that, right?
Yeah. We have like a lot of strong players. I would just say just a few ones. Davil, he's a pretty strong CL player that we have. We used to have another really strong CL player. His name was Hedge Hydra. It's probably a name that you might recognize if you were around back then. He was the CL that was making a lot of combos that did a lot of damage. He used to post those like almost every day. I think he still kind of does it nowadays, like rarely, but he appeared.
Yeah, he does it for Arcway right now. And when the game was kinda dead, to be honest, he was the only one besides me that kept playing for a long time.
Yeah, he was the guy that appeared on matchmaking. He was always like giving pings, and sometimes it was like, bro, stop spamming the fucking matchmaking. Sorry for my poor choice of words, but anyways, the point is, he's still there, but he's not the top dog anymore. That one would be Davil. He learned with Hedge Hydra. He was under his wing, and eventually Davil just became better, and he learned a lot of things. He managed to be an expert with CL, and he still nowadays is really good. Like he can sometimes surprise everyone and get a win on a strong player, like a really strong one. But the only thing I would say that it might a little like bad for him is that he doesn't trust himself too much. But he is a really strong player, like the best CL, one of the best CLs I know. I think he can even he does usually give a really good match against Donny. Donny also plays like CL on Lumina, so that's the
CL,
thing.
Donny plays Lumina. Yeah, he plays a lot of things.
Yeah. This bro is going around. Anyways, there's like Fozy. Fozy, he plays Koma, and he's one of the reasons why we think Koma is so strong here. Like we think he is one of the best characters. One of the best. I don't think a lot of people agree with that. I mean, people agree that he's strong, but we agree that he is like at least top 5. At least top 5, yes. But we're not gonna talk about this now. But he basically, without training too much, like he labs a lot. Like he used to lab like almost every day back then. But nowadays he doesn't lab that much because he has all he needs for now. But the point is that he has a lot of damage. His combos, almost every combo that he does has a lot of damage, and he knows how to be patient. He's really patient. Like he plays Koma, but he's patient, and he for some reason he has the ability to like know when you're going to like do something. He just DPs. Like bro has a sixth sense. He's just that good. I don't know, bro. I think he has the aura. He has the aura. But
don't ask me how do I vlog the mix, because I honestly don't know.
yeah. Like we just like decide, let the dice decide our fate, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you know how common mix-up works. You basically have to block. You can like even DP, or else you're gonna die. But anyways, he's a really strong player. We have Nice. He is also a really big player of ours. He was there since the almost the beginning. He joined a little bit late, but he was always like saying whining about how the game is. Like he's I will call him a little bit of a doomer, but even though he's a doomer, he's always trying to make like his Akiha good. Like he's I would
why
say
why does he think Akiha is bad? I don't know.
he thinks that he was always saying how Akiha was bad, but then the Japanese started saying, but Akiha is actually really good. And he couldn't like negate that. He tried. But the point is, he labs a lot, like he labs almost every day. He's there like trying to figure new stuff to fuck people with. He makes the hardest Akiha combos, and Akiha does damage. That woman does damage, and so he knows what kind of stuff people also do. He basically is the option select kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that is always trying to find ways to option select stuff because he doesn't want to think too much. At least that's what he says.
Yeah, because he doesn't trust on his reactions, so he has to rely on option selects to do everything.
Yeah, even though he has good reactions, he's just fucking lying.
Yeah, he's lying.
He has good
He's
reactions.
just
He just
messing
say
with
that he
you.
does. He just says that just for people to not say that he has good reactions. No, I don't have good reactions. And then he just reacts to something. He said like he sees like Shiki's overhead or like any like mix up that isn't like super broken, and he says, "No, I can't block that." Like he just says that, like he can block that, like as if he had good reaction. Like, bro, that's good reaction.
He can throw the Ciel's Charge 5C.
Yeah, he does that on reaction.
He can throw it. Why?
And he still says that he doesn't have good reaction. That bro is a fucking liar. But anyways, moving on. We still like have let me see. Of course, you guys know me. I play parts, yo. I play I just play good. I don't like talk about me like that. I just know what I'm doing. I don't lab a lot as much as the other ones that I told you about. But I do work a lot on instinct, and my mix-ups and everything I have are not that complicated, but I do make up for that with my reads and my guts, I would say, and my knowledge on the game, experience and all that. Of course, I do know how to make like option selects and things like that, but I'm not too super 100% focused on that. Okay. Am I? I think there is Recom.
Yeah.
Yes. Recom. He plays Arcade. Sorry, I've got mixed up. He plays Arcade. He back then there was another Arcade player. His name was what the hell?
Schrader?
I forgot. Huh?
Schrader.
Schrader.
Yes.
Schrader.
Yeah, Schrader. He was like one of the best Akia players. He's got like really angry
Arcade.
playing against him. Arcade player, because he knew how to play Arcade. Arcade is kind of like dumb. Should I say this? Like she's just like she's just like very simple, and like she's very effective on what she does. She has like hard combos or like some pressures that are kind of hard to get used to doing, but she's still like a very good character, and Shueida really put that to the test. Recom is kind of the successor. He does that really well too. He knows how to use her plus frames and knows how to pressure with her. He knows how to her mix-ups, her setups. He's just this good. Like he even win tournaments sometimes, but he's at least top 5 in our like ranking, I would say.
Yeah.
But I guess that's all the players. Am I forgetting?
Augusto there is too.
Augusto. Augusto. He doesn't play like too much, but he's like, even though he doesn't play that much nowadays, I think he can still kick people's asses.
He did beat Nis, he beat myself, and he's the only Noel right now.
Yeah,
so it's kind of obscure.
Yeah. Like I think Noel is a really good character, but Augusto, he plays on instinct, I would say. He doesn't like have a lot of lab time. He's similar to me, and that's why.
And to Foes. You all three had good fun overall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, exactly. But that's how it works. Augusto is like a really good player. I think if he really try hard enough, he probably would be like easily top 3, top 2, but he needs like to trust himself more. I think that's the thing. Or play more. Just play more. But
he did send me to loser on Modern Colosseum, remember?
Yeah, he did.
He was the one that sent me to loser.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Haya. Like he is like a really strong player, but only sometimes. Like I think it depends.
It depends when he plays, right?
Yeah, it depends. It depends. Yeah, exactly. But I don't have a good way to say it. But I guess that's it. I
If he
don't have
plays, he's
any
good. If he doesn't, he no. That's
like
what I say.
I think Fozy would give him trouble, but I think he wins against most of us, like Donny, me, Nice. Like he's the wild card, like a wild card. I
Yeah,
would.
he's the
Yeah,
wild
yeah.
card.
He's the wild
I
card.
would I was just compliment that like beside the strongest players, we also have like a bunch of new people that's like still not on that level, but they are catching it up like slowly, but they are doing it. I remember like mostly Yuki, which plays Shiki. Kowalski as well was making waves with Mesh. I would say myself probably with Maids right now, getting some results for the character.
So the
So
shadow here.
yeah, as well.
So the
So one,
shadow there are like Jolinus too. He is the only Dantist
yeah,
alive.
yeah, the only soldier remaining. Yeah,
The
and
only
that
the only
that
Dante soldier remaining.
and I would compliment that. I think that's one of the other reasons I think South America is a really strong region because I think some of these people actually push their characters to some little limits. For example, from what I know, you can talk about more about it later, but like from what I know, like you optimize some of the red arcade stuff. I know that like uh, a lot of the things that Aki has actually used, like Nice, come up with. Same with Donny with the CL. Donny is like probably one of the best CLs in the world, if not like, the best. Same goes like for Joorgi with like the PCL combos. I would say myself coming with like a lot of the Koha technology with the
Yeah, he
insane
did.
combos and the made setups as well. So like not only we have like a strong competition, but we have like also the players who are always coming up with something new and like giving the meta or like the characters some like refresh and some new things to explore while playing the game.
For example, Danny and Tomo, I think went to Arma stream and helping him a lot with Kohaku with some stuff. Even myself, I try to help. I help some work players from Japan and from Europe, and Nis also does contribute a lot when it comes to Akiha.
Yeah,
And Donny himself, when you all know, last year me and Donny went to Climax, and since Donny went from current code, but he also played Lumina, and he ended up 17th on that top 32, which was insane, by the way. And
mm-hmm.
he did really well. And many people wanted to play him because nobody knew at that time besides Arkma what CL could do, and he did
Mm-hmm.
a lot of new stuff that people didn't know about. So, and to us, that's actually very common. So, yeah, seeing other people complementing those things was kind of a surreal experience since we are used to it, you know.
Mm-hmm. I remember actually I saw ATV Dave in the first episode I think for the podcast, and I know that the J Cone mentioned that like Donny was an unbelievable player, so we got some talent right here. And you just remembered me. I had some fun fact because the Kohaku Wiki from Lumina, it has a downside which was saying that like Koha has like a mediocre damage, but after I
Yeah.
posted like some dope combos, like Koha can do right now like 4.5k off a 2A in the corner, or
I
like
just saw that like 2 days
4.6.
ago on Twitter.
Yeah, 4.6 off a 2B or stuff like that. So they changed the wiki description and removed the downside, saying it was like a Molotov Oppenheimer thing or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it needed like four buffs from four patches in a row
No,
to make
yeah.
it to make them decent. But yeah, there is that. And also, I noticed I did a document for work. Since Herog is kind of wacky, it depends on the height and on the distance between you and your opponent. And made a document documenting everything, every position, every oki you could do after that. And I sent that to Kikoho. And after that, Kikoho took a look and he started using them in some matches. And it worked out really well for him. So yeah, there is also that, I think.
Okay.
You did Tomo a whole page about it, right?
Oh yeah, the homepage. Yes, Tomo, you did like a really good homepage with all
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
resources.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that ATV David, but I
I've
was the
seen
one
it.
that also made the Luminary Resources webpage. I still have to translate it to English. I will do it very soon, probably. But I do have some other projects running, but I will eventually do it. Because I feel like I'm oh, one of the few people that tries to actually like watch and learn Lumina for like almost every like region of the world. S- Like for example, the player's reference list is because like I watch Lumina from all over the world. I know which players like I see it and I think, oh, okay, this player is good, this player is bad, this player it can be a reference. This they do something cool and stuff like that. So the web page is not only like a good resources for everyone, but I think it's like very cool for me to show like how much I know about the game and the resources as well.
Yep, when that eventually is translated, it'll be a very big help for the community.
Yeah, soon. It's coming soon.
Okay, to go back to the character discourse discussion. I know
Mhm.
I know there was some Tomo said something. No, I think I already said about Kohaku, but are there any other opinions you have about certain characters in Melty? I know you said Como was like top 5. Any other opinions?
Yeah, yeah. So usually we have some differences of opinions comparing to North America. I would say like the most relevant of them is like we think, like we said before, that Komba is like one of the strongest characters in the game, actually. Because okay, he might not have that good of a neutral, but he still have like some good buttons, and if he puts you in the corner, like you better pray you, you can block the 50-50, especially since like we talked about falls, but he's the one that like I think pushed the limits of the Rekaoki with Koma like the furthest. So he really made the Okizemi with Koma in a situation that like uh you really have to guess it right, or else like he will or get a hit or react to the option that you're doing against. Besides that, we think that like ECL is not like that great. Of course, we still think she's good, but like
Yeah,
I
she's
think
good.
that the general opinion here is that like she's I would say like the gatekeeper of the top tiers, but like one tier right below the top tiers like Arcade, Coma, Ciel, and some characters like that. We don't think she's that good because like Jordan can talk about a little more about it, I guess, but character has the toolkit, but like she doesn't have like can you can just block her and she can open you up like if you just stay blocking her and stuff like that. So of course she is a good character. She has some big battles and stuff like that, but she doesn't have the win condition of like getting a hit and it's over basically.
Yeah,
Unlike
Like a
yeah,
key Harkoma, right?
even
yeah,
Roa characters like that.
I mean, because since her buttons complement the fact that her buttons push her really far from the boss string, but they are really big. See, but that means since she's really far, her strike rate isn't that great compared to other characters, And besides that, she can't really open you consistently if you just keep logging and don't commit to anything.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna get too far into this because I could like be here for an hour explaining why I think like PCL isn't that good. Of course she's good, like of course everyone already said this here, but she like um you can just block, yes, and but eventually you need to get out, which supposedly getting out is the difficult part. And yes, usually getting out is the difficult part, and you can get hit by that. But if you know how the game works, if you lab it out, you can do things to avoid getting too much damage in certain situations, and you can also like create like option selects to deal with some things. Some characters have answers to certain things that she can do to reset pressure, or do things that hit her like from far away. But you need to lab, you need to find those. And I guess the people that, at least here in Brazil, especially Nice, they know how to hit Partial whenever she's away. So I need to be more careful when that happens, or do a different string to get option select. Some characters have really good option selects against some parts of the pressure that Partial does. At least when I play with Nice, I'm always like thinking about what option select is he using, and not what the hell. How is he gonna get out? No, I don't think that. I just think he's going to use this option select that loses to this specific button or specific combinations of buttons. Like I'm not even thinking about about just regular game. I'm thinking about about every option that he can make.
In which layer he is.
Exactly, and it gets worse depending on the amount of advantage or he has. Like depending on advantage, he just will chill the blocking because he has no danger. If I get near, he has option select to basically hit me. You guys don't know. Like you guys need to see the matches.
What he's trying to say is that even though her pressure is kinda waggy, she does give you some breathing room sometimes to try to get out, or at least try to enforce the situation. Even though even if you don't commit or just get blocking, every now and then you might get your sense. But other than that, like with Akiha, for example, you don't get that. If she if she has a bar, you won't get it, like ever. And there are some other characters that still can do the same thing PCL does, but on a better way. Like for example, Earthquake can do that, can reset pressure reliably. Warg can also do that, can also threaten you trying to get out with either 6DC or JV. She has some frame traps that can use to condition you to block or trying to take your turn. Like I do with Need, for example, he often selects the ring in case he doesn't the rings whiff and try to 5C try to match 5C, but I say he's gonna do it. Like I can also select that too, so he gets hit for it. Since she gets hit for it. So what you can do with PCL, you can do exactly what he's doing, but she does give you a bit of a breathing room to do it, not like other characters.
Yes,
that's why she might be the gatekeeper to top tier. That's what I think. She's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like in the level, for example, of Aoko or I don't know, Warg.
Yeah, I would just compliment that. Besides that, I think the only difference we had, I don't think that happens right now, but in South America, I think we always thought the CL was like broken, really
CL,
good.
CL. Can we talk about CL, please?
yeah. Oh my god! We're at first I thought we were crazy, but after playing against CL at lunch, we were pretty sure. I think most of the community was like, "Man, this character is so broken. Why is not a lot of people talking about it?" Like, we were just like thinking
crazy.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, like, bro. I see her J6C hitting, and I lost years of my life.
Yeah,
I lose years of my life with that.
Yeah. Like,
where does he combo reliably? Like, make any sense?
Do you guys remember when like the GA CL, like her GA was like active for like a year? Whenever she did it,
7
it was
frames.
big as fuck.
7
Holy
frames.
shit! Oh my god, man, that was the worst of times.
Her
Yeah,
Geeky is frame 9. Frame 9.
Exactly, like that's fucking.
It does
stupid.
reset pressure. Her Charge 5C is frame 18. And you fucking reacting to that.
Yeah, remember when she had like no scaling on her fucking keys on RTG? Like it was non-existent.
yeah, it was
She
crazy.
still has one of the higher damage in the game.
Yeah, her and Coma. And
Yeah, sometimes it's like
Her
I-
Coma Akiha Love.
Koha has more damage.
We don't talk about love tears, right?
I remember when like there was like a meme back then that we were like joking saying, "Holy shit, man! Xiao like is stronger than Part Xiao. She does more damage than Part Xiao. What the fuck is going on? I think she's the real Part Xiao. What the hell? What the hell are you talking about? This one like does more damage than her. It's better. So why would you pick Part Xiao? You crazy? You crazy? Insane?"
Yeah, just take her keys away and try to make it better. No, her keys stay, please.
I like the when like people like gave reasons why Cell wasn't good at the time. Say, bro, just shield her keys, bro. She's easy. Just shield her keys.
Do you
That would
know
like
that she is positive on empty shield, right?
yeah, bro, just shoot it. Like you can just shoot it. Don't worry, bro. Nothing's gonna happen with you. Sure.
She can airstyle with the keys. Her monkey flip. Why?
She had so many
Yeah.
things, bro. Like I think Kamone, like we know that Kamone loves Ciel. He just doesn't say it. I know. My goat, I love Ciel too, but come on,
Why
bro. You just need to go to
why
Star.
doesn't he give those things to, I don't know, Uchi? He also likes Uchi.
Yeah, but he gets so biased too much. He was a FGO player. Like a FGO character doesn't count.
Yeah, I was just. Yeah, it's just that like since the start of the game, NA didn't think like Ciel was that good, but I think it's now everyone kind of agrees that Ciel is a top tier. But like we always thought that maybe because since the start of the game, we always had like some great Ciel players like we talked before, like had Hydra and Donnie and Davio, but I think Donnie went. When Donnie went to Climax, that might be low key one of the reasons that NA people like starts to think that Ciel is like really really good, because besides Arkma and I believe there Seaburn, I think I don't
Seaburn, yeah.
remember.
There was
I don't
also,
remember like
I can't remember which Evo it was, but I remember Jimmy J.
Jimmy J.
Tran.
Jimmy J.
Yeah,
Tran, yeah, Jimmy J. Tran.
yeah. It is a funny case because like outside of NA, like most of the regions have like some good results with CL. Okay, so here in South America, like Davio, Doni, and we had Hydra. In Europe, it's like the region of the CLs, I think, which is like Kasurio, Cloudopedia, and Zarpox.
EU
And
has a ton of them. Too many of them.
yeah, and in Japan as well, I believe like in 2 or 3 tournaments in Japan this year, a CL got like top 5, which like considering the general level of the region, it's like really good. I think it's like uh Sasuke or something like that. The tag, and there was another one which was I think Rudy Dragon or something like that. So yeah, outside of NA, like most of the regions have a great CL rep, like getting the results consistently. Because even though Arkma plays CL as well, like he played PCL, he plays Kohaku now, so like it's a little bit inconsistent, like saying, "Oh my God, that is CL level" and all of that.
Arma told me one of extreme that he plays the character that is on turn, right? He always rotates which character he wanna play, and he plays him. He plays it for like a month or so. He told me.
Yeah, but I would say that outside of that, the general opinion is like more or less the same. Like Kohaku, Dantes, and Echo being the worst characters. Like the top tiers being the rest being the same, and the mid tiers like being the rest of the cast.
Like,
So you,
I think the top 5 is like, in my opinion, there is Aoko. Aoko is always wanna be there for obvious reasons.
yeah,
And there is Work, there is Seal, and besides these three that are
Oma and
consistent,
Arcade.
and after that there is Arquid and Koma and Akiha. You can argue in between those three who is gonna get the other 2 spots, and Picel is the gatekeeper. Everything else besides that, you can argue that it can get consistent wins, but it's gonna take a bit more time than the others fight.
Yeah. I mean, he's really got really good results. Even like
Jurassic Girl is there.
Yeah, she's like in the middle. But she still got results even despite that.
Telepostol Noel is also there, but no one is going to. No one right now is trying to lab the character too much. There is a Dan player on Japan that did won a tournament. Right?
Ueruchi with the well done checker or something like that.
Yeah, so the character is great, but it doesn't mean that she is easy to learn or easier than the other 5.
Yeah,
they will take a bit more effort, obviously, but the game is already well balanced. Besides, Dante's Kohan Neko, but other than that, I think those 3, Aoko, Work, and Seal, are consistent on what they do, and the other 2 spots can be between Koma, Arquette, and Akiha, and then the Visiel is the gatekeeper. She is always gonna be there.
Yeah.
I kind of understand that. What I was thinking about was what places argue over PCL? Is it the simplicity? Is it the mix? What do you think in your eyes puts argue about PCL?
I think that even though the game mechanics also favors PCL, Arquette's neutral is simpler enough to at least try to contest PCL. Like, let's assume that they are both fighting. It's a fight between Arquette and PCL. What is PCL is going to do if Arquette just does shoulder every time she tries to, I don't know, JC from a full screen, or PCL whiffs a shotgun?
Yeah.
Both of those Arquette can punish it reliably, and she doesn't need to really commit to anything to do it.
She basically needs to be a little more patient, but if she gets in, usually she's very in. Like, it's hard to get that woman out of you.
Yeah.
I would say the matchup is pretty even, but it doesn't mean that Arquette wouldn't get a consistent win against the other top 3, Even some CL players that, even though I think the matchup is winnable, very winnable for CL, they think against Arquette is really annoying. Just because the reason that the game mechanics favor Arquette so much that CL's player doesn't really want to engage, and it makes the game boring. Because what is Arquette gonna do if CL keeps the spamming keys?
Yeah, and even more with the last patch, since like the move skill startups were buffed, like Arquette 4 BC is a menace. Arquette 6 BC as well. She has like the 2 BC in case like she does want to escape on the defense side. So like the move skill buffs like made
really favors
Arquette. Yeah, so, really it was really good for her, because everyone knew that she has like a great pressure or something like that, but she kind of had to play the neutral, but like now she can just like move skills,
skip it,
yeah,
skip it.
I mean, her normals are still like one of the best in this fucking game, honestly.
Yeah, JB, JC. Oh my
god.
JC, even JA is good.
JA is good. Yeah. Like, she has just good.
She has a high hitting 5A, 2-2 imbu.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the Tsukihime after all.
Yeah. We call her the Tsukihime, yeah.
We don't talk about work, right? We don't talk about work, right?
Of course not. Like, we talk about art, but she's still the Tsukihime, technically,
Yeah, with that old hack with a wall hug scared, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised that both of you never mentioned Warg Rings or Warg 6BC, but we don't talk about those, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about you with you here. Like if we were here, maybe I would. I don't want to because you know that better than us. I mean, you should be the one bringing that up. Actually, why aren't you
I
bringing it
actually
up?
bring that up so
Look,
you
I
so you talk
I
about it.
No.
I would just say that we called Wark 7 BC eject button around here,
Eject
and
Yeah,
we didn't even have
that's
a copy
definitely
paste.
helpful.
Yeah, we have a copy paste best for that. Like I think it actually spread. I think that copy paste is spread for other games or other like streams. I think I remember seeing like randomly in like any on a NA stream. It was so fucking dumb, but it makes sense because like that shit is so fucking good in Neo. She can just do that like literally anytime that she wants, and it's a jump scare. Like it's a jump scare. You never know it's coming, and you think you might punish it, but no, you can't.
You
Like
can't.
it just happens, and you die if you get hit because it does a lot of damage.
And the
That's
worst part,
annoying.
she can side switch. So if she is in the corner and she does that defensively, and it hits you, yeah, purple
Yeah,
fine, and you are back to the corner, bro.
Yeah, you basically it does everything. Like it's a multi-use tool, it does a lot of things. But
In neutral, it's not really that good because you can actually react to it in neutral, but defensively and offensively, this is a really good tool. Offensively, though, there is a better tool in 60C, which is frame 6. And it's fucking huge.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. It hurts my brain. It hurts my life. It hurts my body.
Yeah, remember when I said that PCL has some gaps on head pressure that you can actually try to take your turn back? Well, 6BC does that for free for you. if PCL doesn't read it and she commits to something else after reading and Wark is matching it because she knows you are gonna read, you get hit by it. No matter in which distance you are, you get hit by it anyways.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, she might not have the most reliable defense, but when it comes to invul moves, but with those tools, do you really need any?
Yeah.
Some people would say yes to that, dog. Actually, but I wouldn't. Those people are crazy. They're insane. You should put in a psych ward.
Bro, I'm with you in that. I play Wark and I say no, she doesn't need it. I don't even use it. When something clashes, I do 623C. And yeah, I go back to neutral. Like, yeah, I'm back to neutral. I'm a neutral monster. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Cry. I can always cry, bro.
But I think like besides that for tier list, can I do my downplay for Kohaku right now, please?
You're free to go, bro.
Okay,
Go, my
because
child,
like
go.
because I watched the second episode of the Melty of Minds with Drag trying to say that Koha has a bunch of good things, and I agree with most of what he said, but I think I'm one of the people that tries to push Koha to their limit. But even so, one of the reasons I'm using Mate right now is because like I just lost the faith in Koha basically because I would say to make it short, but like Lumina is a game that at least in general tries to give like the resources at least somewhat balanced between characters. So for example, you have like most of the characters having a reversal, some of the characters having like EX plus frames or stuff like that, but Koha was like probably the character with like less resources as to open her opponent. So for example, her 2B not being low, her having like not that good mix-ups, plant not working very well with shield. I mean, it's good, but it's not like Hisui's Bento, for example, which was like
Or
the
like he
same
has
thing,
whole
but
shit.
Yeah, or like he has rings or something like that. So even the things that she has, which is l- let me call it good, aren't actually like that good and don't compensate at all. Even like her damage, which I would say is like top five of the game, maybe top three, uh, after Coma and CL, like isn't that relevant because, for example, okay, you're getting like 4.5k off a 2A in the corner, but like the most of the casts is getting like 4.2, 4.1 in the worst case. So like, okay, it's like a 300 to, I don't know, 500 damage difference. It isn't that big, in a game. Even if you use like heat or something like that, in general, it will only matter if like, for example, you get like, instead of three touching the opponent with three clean hits, you just like get two hits and then you can kill with a throw. But in general, like Koha being not so good to get the hits and do the pressure in at all, like yeah, she isn't good. She isn't good. Especially like,
Your opponent once. What guarantees you that you are going to open the opponent again?
yeah. And even like in neutral, like her neutral, it's good, but it's not good with the characters that need to. Because, for example, okay, her 236A, her 236B are good, like as a keep away moves, and her 6BC, but like, how are you using 6BC when Aoko has a full screen projectile, when Arcade can just like 4BC farther away from Koha's 6BC range and like just open you? Same thing with like Red Arcade, Red Arcade's Roller and Cell, which can like just zone you around and like you. It's really hard to get a hit in the first place and then like keep the pressure looping. So she has a bunch of good things, but like at the same time, she lacks some of the resources that like every character of the game has to some extent. For example, even Dantes, which is like a bad character, uh, Dantes has like the Rekka mix-ups. He can like do a command grab. He can do like an overhead. She has like, yeah, Dantes has like the rebeat pressure because Koha has like the worst advancement in the entire game by far. Even I would say that even Neko has like more resources to open the opponent again, compared to Koha, because she can zone. She has an overhead. She has a reversal. She has some gimmicky
To be an
stuff.
amazing.
Yeah, she has this 50-50. Like the problem with Neko is like the health in general. Like she needs more hits to kill and dies
And
from
the
less
limit.
hits in a relevant way. But even so, I would say that Neko has like more tools to use than Koha, to be fair. Because
Eh,
Koha has the tools, but like I feel they are either or not good or like just gimmicky in general, like the Molotovs.
well, fuck. Now that you put that into perspective, I think I agree with it. I think I agree with it.
As
Because
a guy
she
that plays
actually,
Neko,
yeah, as a guy that plays Neko, I play Neko, by the way. Like I know how to use that fucking thing, but she has a lot more tools to actually open the opponent. Like people underestimate Neko a lot, which is why some people actually like even good players. If they don't know Neko, if like they ignore Neko, they're going to lose to Neko. That will happen. If a guy knows how to use it, you're done. Like, but after you like figure it out, yeah, I think every pro player will probably defeat you. Like, no joke. Like that's how it works. But I managed to
Even
defeat a couple. Go ahead.
even though I would say that Neko can force the opponent in a situation that they can't control very well if you use like the gachas. So like she can't. It, of course it's hard. She's really bad even so, but like she can win. It's like just hard, but like she can win as well. But she has more tools to do so, I guess. I think than Koha, I would say.
But I still think Koha is the better character because she has at least usable normals.
Yeah. I
but
agree.
not
I agree.
compared to the cast, to the rest of the cast.
No,
Like
yeah.
like the only normals I think are great are 5A and JC. Like
Yeah.
that's about it. Everyone else either does or the same or better.
Yeah. And Yeah, she has some a lot of issues. Like to be, you can't like cancel the second hit. It's like really bad. The gap between the first and the second hit, it's like also bad. Same goes for
I
5C.
see.
Like yeah, so 5C is supposed to be a multi hit, but like between the first and the second and the multi hit section of the move, like there's a gap. So even if you use 5C and it clashes, like you just lose the interaction. Even though her body buttons are like one of the best in the game because like her 2B is frame 8 and can catch linear air dashes, and her 5C is like the fastest in the game, which is like frame 9, but it isn't enough because you still have to block. And I feel like in the current status of the game, the characters like it doesn't matter, they just force you to block regardless of like the good button you have to match against it.
5B is good as an N tier, but at that point, if you're going to A tier with 5C, why not with 3C, which has her evil?
Yeah.
Her 3C is funny though.
Yeah, I agree.
It hits from behind.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like
No,
in
no,
general, our thoughts in tier list, it's like more or less these ones, I would
I mean,
say.
she is paying for her crimes in current code.
Oh no! What about I always say all of the characters in Correct Code that were like high tier or better are top tier or high tier in Lumina. Like Roa,
Besides
top
Tomoharu.
tier. Yeah, Roa top tier. PCL, which was a high tier, it's still like really good.
Arcade.
I don't know. Yeah, Arcade, we don't talk about that. I don't know. Aoko, Aoko, which is like a really good character, top tier as well.
We don't talk
Even
about Quark. Quark is.
yeah. But all of the characters that were good in Character Code that are in Lumina, except Kohaku, still kept being good, except her, which is funny. Only her pay for the crimes that like everyone should pay. Why? She wasn't even the strongest character in the game.
You need to understand. Kamoni doesn't like Ohaku. She hates.
But yeah, I would say that's about it, about our opinions on tier lists in general.
Do you think like the buff the moon skills change the tier list in any way from before?
Like I said
Uh,
before, for Warg, every patch, even though she didn't got buffed directly, besides like J2C being kind of annoying, and the J1BC that now has the properties that a Sakara cancel that we had before. Besides those direct buff, she got buff, but the universe for the universal mechanics. So I will say
yeah,
that some characters did change because of the universal mechanics.
I agree
yeah.
that. I will give that.
I feel like in general the last patch changed some aspects of the game, like how some situations are played, but like in general, it changed like the neutral, which now most of the characters have like the most skills that skip neutral and stuff like that. But in general, the game has changed a bit, but like not that much, I would say.
Yeah, it wasn't like a drastic change.
Yeah,
I probably just expecting that for like a new Lumina, a new version. But for now, I think they really did good changes. Like the changes that they did were all good in my opinion.
yeah. They make like rule a little bit worse. They made like, from what I know, like Mario is actually now way better because they fixed
It's
a lot
now
of
a
stuff.
character. It's
Yeah,
now a character.
same goes for Ushi. Like Ushi was often like a bit alongside Koha and Dantes, and Neko like as one of the worst in the game. But like right now, I think
Now
he's
about
like
that, what one step ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
The buffs were good enough to make her jump a tier. So even though the patch wasn't something like drastic, it still managed to do some waves in the game, I believe.
Which
Yeah,
is another one that benefits a lot from the moon skill changes, because now thanks to the 1 frame faster about the 1 frame extra to the moon skills, her 3VCs now are really good on tier, and it's
Yeah,
comboable. Like it's like frame 8. It's not like works, but it's really good nonetheless,
yeah,
and it's really like a jump scare. So there is that. Who other character benefits a lot? I mean, arcade, but we don't talk about it. Yeah, why will it? Ciel also benefits a lot.
Yeah,
Other characters like Roa doesn't do that much. Blob either. Like those characters doesn't really care about the buff, but there are other characters that do care. So
yeah.
those characters really. Hmm?
I feel like in general the last patch like uh made some changes in like almost all of the casts. Maybe the only character I can think right now that like almost didn't change anything was like Noel. I think because even like the simple fact that now you can use the move skill in combos and increase the damage and the meter gain and stuff like that is already good enough because you are meter positive no matter almost no matter the situation. But I think that Noel is probably like the character that almost didn't change anything with the last patch,
Like, did
which
no
is
two
why.
to be get when was that the pass before that or the current pass when
Due to
Noel?
A, due to A, that it got faster.
Yeah, that one. And I
The
can't
charge
remember.
due to A, the first hit got faster. Yeah,
Okay, I thought two to be wasn't. I thought two to be wasn't a real DP before. Or was that like before this current patch?
there was.
Mhm.
I think it was frame 7. Yeah, it wasn't a really good DP because it's really that easy to OS. But after that patch, it got like it turned to frame 6,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's now usable. I think at the very least usable, and the charge one 228 it now can be used in combos. But
Yeah, but I would say that
besides that,
yeah, I
Noel
would say
didn't do
the
that much.
yeah, I would say that like in the patch of the moon skills, Noel was one of the few, if not the only one that is still like playing the same game before the patch, mostly, of course. So that I would say that it hurt to her, but like you know, s- some characters like Yushi that jumped a tier, like it was Noel's chance to get like better in a bunch of stuff, but like ended up not mattering a lot. I would say.
Hisui also could be another one, but her moon skills and her item tons in general got buffed, so I wouldn't say
Yeah,
that is not something to consider.
yeah, but the iron toss buff for Hisui was like already good enough. The direction changes that you it isn't random anymore. That is like a good enough buff they did to her.
Okay. Think what was the last? Oh, next question. What are some events that are? I think you might have already answered, but we can repeat it again. What are some events that are happening online or offline in the Sud scene?
Right now, when it comes to Suit, yesterday there was a like an open lobby. Every Wednesday we do that, and yesterday was for Lovena. I will send it to you the thumbnail from it because it's really funny. But besides that, we do that weekly, and BBO we do that every 2 months, and there is the OTG coming around. Also in Argentina, I think there is the Farusan. I think its name.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Farus.
This I think it's
No,
like
Furaban.
the yeah. It's just like the 236A organization or something like that. It was the name of the team.
Yeah, it's called Furaban.
Okay.
There is also that. Uh, this Sunday there is an event from Current Code that it's called Physical Style. That is will also be on the Melty channel, and even myself do now that I have the internet, I will do some lobbies from time to time for Lumina.
Mm-hmm.
And from Brazil, there are a lot of events too. Jorge Tomo.
Okay, so like in general, what we try to do in the Brazilian scene is like we not only try to like host the events, but like uh try to do something to make the people, how can I say it, engage with the game after the event as well. So for example, we have a monthly series of tournaments which is in Virtual Impulse, which is like a tournament open for everybody. And besides that, we always rotate like bi-weekly the Lumina events on the weekends. So one weekend is always a virtual impulse, and the other weekend we always try to do something a little bit different to make the people engage with the game and giving like different opportunities to the players as well. So, for example, we had a series of tournament called Dojo do Mineo, which is like a Swiss only bracket to make like people play like as like a big training session. I will say that, but like in also in a chill format that like if the people wants just like to do something else or like stop in the middle of the bracket, that's fine. If the people just want to grind some rounds, that's fine as well. We also had some I would say some random events as well, but they are really funny. For example, this year we did a tournament with the with the Nanaya and the Hyde watch for Lumina. We actually did like a bracket that people could only use the Nanaya and the Hyde. We also had 2023, but I think we'll do this year an event that was like uh, it was called Dress to Kill, which is like basically we grab some judges and people send them their custom colors, and we just judge it with some of the Brazilian people that are referenced in the community to see like who has the better skin or who made the best one. So it's probably coming back up this year as well. So we have that, and I would say that we have also a big annual event which is happening right now actually, which is Fated Encounter, which is we do a teacher slash students event. So basically we ask the best players in the community to some of their time, and like we grab no but the people who wants to join the event, like they receive the teachings for the references of the community and a long shot. Like we do a one month and something around that event. And in the meanwhile, we also run some exhibitions between both the students and the teachers. So, for example, we pick a student that plays arcade with another student that plays, I don't know, Noel, and then on the same day we put the teachers that play both of these characters to face against each other to serve as the reference for the students. Like they can watch both their own set and the teacher set to get some the same matchup but played in a higher level. So I would say in general it's mostly this what we did, which is like the monthly tournament and one tournament to shake up things a little, which can be like a Swiss or some funny thing, or like we do sometimes open lobby as well. And we are doing since like last month, we are doing every Friday as well, ranked nights. So we just ask people to boot up the game, play up some matches in the ranked in the ranked, and have some fun. So this is working really well because we grab some people that don't want to play that much tournaments and just want to like press some buttons in Lumina, and that's fine to us. The thing we both want to is like make more people play Lumina, and also of course make the people that are playing Lumina like feel they are in a nice place. So as long as we feel like we are doing that, we just keeping pushing at it.
That's really important for like communities and more like games to like really grow. Like after, because it is right, not everybody is trying to enter a tournament or whatever. Some people just want to play. So even after, if somebody does enter a tournament just because, and they go like 0-2 or 1-2, they still have something to look forward to after, instead of just like wallowing in misery or whatever after they lose. They just want, it's good to give them a good impression of the scene, and that gives them a good impression of the game, and that means they keep
Yeah,
playing.
Like I said with other games, it's actually thanks to them that we're a community. So
yeah. And I would say we learned that like from the lowest points of our community as well, because for example, in the end of 2023, because at some point we had one of the biggest streamers in Brazil, which is Zate. He was doing a bunch of events for Lumina, but only he was doing the events. So in the end of 2023, he stopped doing the events, I believe, because Uni 2 was launching, or something like that. And Lumina, to be honest, almost died in South America in general in that era, but we managed to like make the people see how great the game is, because like
Exactly.
we all love the game. I can't say
It
any more
was
than that.
it was with a promo that the game as a whole cost $7, like
Yeah.
$7 with everything.
We tried
Yeah.
to making people notice that. Like we did a lot of things. We tried to clear up a lot of missed things that people like back then thought about the game, like the shield thing. People thought the shield was still too strong, the clashes were too bad, the move skills are too strong, or things like that. Like we tried our best to clear all those.
They still are, but not like it was
Not
before.
like it was before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like just
And
like,
even s-
it's because of the first impressions. The first impressions are the ones that mark the most people. We try to clear that up as much as possible. Every single time it's brought up, we try to clear that up.
even so, I would say that like our highest points are like really really good, because for example, in 2023 we had like the Battle Coliseum tournament in Brazil. Hayasaka was there as well. He went from Chile to
Yeah.
Brazil, and the tournament had like 61 people for Lumina. That is kind of insane for an offline tournament as well. And even so, like this year, like in the last 3 or 4 months or so, our monthly events are getting like 20 plus people, which is like crazy good. And even like our current teacher slash students event, which is Faded Encounter, it's right now I think it's like with 30 students or something like that. And
I
we
got
had
6 on my under my on my
yeah,
I got 6 on my back, so
yeah, we got like 30 students and like 14 teachers, 15 teachers. So like in 2025 we have a Lumina event that like almost 50 people are like involved in some way. So like South America Lumina is kind of cooking, both in frequency and like in the players, the number of players. So I
there
can't
is also
complain at all about it.
vortex gallery to look around.
Well,
Remember, there is also vortex gallery to look. Vortex gallery.
yeah.
And we already do that for current code. Why wouldn't it be the case for Lumina to send players to Climax again? Just saying.
Mhm.
So look forward to that.
Yeah.
That was really good to hear. That's kind of, well, not worried, but I just really didn't
Yeah.
know what was going on. Well, I had no idea what was going on in like Sood for Melty, except for like the occasional stream I might watch or one of the tournaments.
Yeah, we're kind of cooking. We're cooking.
Okay. Any last topics you want to talk about?
I think I said everything I wanted to say, so I don't have anything much else to add for now. Or at least I'm missing something.
I think there's a question that could be asked. I don't know, just for fun, I guess. I think it would be like, what exactly brought you to play Melty? I think that would be like a good question. If I would say, I think what brought me to Melty was the characters, and well, at first, when I learned about Melty was from my friend, and Melty was still like on a little like was underground, and my friend really loved these kinds of games, and he said you should try Melty, and I'm like, okay, and then I tried Melty. I kinda vibed a lot with the characters. Like I didn't know anything about Tsukihime. I just know about Melty, and then after seeing the design, seeing the specials, seeing the characters, seeing the music. Like the music was insane back then. Like extras again, that attracted me, and that made me actually read Tsukihime, and I loved it. I really did. And after that, the has history. I mean, I really enjoy the gameplay. I like the reverse beats. I like the different moons that the game used to have. That thing actually like made me enjoy fighting games even more. And I guess that's how I would answer that. I don't know if you guys want to like follow this question, we can follow. I just
Yeah,
wanted to say my side, you know.
I have a fun story about it because in my case, like I started playing fighting games in like 2015, which is like kind of kind of long time ago. But at the time, I just play like Smash. I play like Smash 3DS right when it launched. So at first I started just as like a Smash player and everything like that. I I ended up discovering some other fighting games, mostly like Blaze Blue. I think I have like in my channel like videos since like 2017 play Blaze Blue or something like that. But then what happened was in 2020 when like was the pandemic and such, I was playing mostly Smash at the time, but like the netcode kind of I, if I say it's bad, I'm still like it's a good thing saying that it's bad because like it was awful. Like we couldn't even play, especially since like Brazil is a huge country and all of that. It ended being to me to a point that like I wasn't even having fun because of the connection. So and the Blaze Blue, which was the other game I played, hadn't the rollback at the time. I think the rollback for Blaze Blue came like in like 2021 or 2022. And then I asked some of my friends like, okay, do you recommend me any game I can play or stuff like that? Preference like a game that I don't have to play and just press some buttons. And then I started playing Current Code and all went good. But my Lumina story actually starts like in 2023 because at that point I only played Current Code. But since I'm one of the organizers for like both online and offline events. And this event that I told you, like Battle Coliseum in 2023, that had like 60 people, the event had like both current code and a Lumina bracket. So at the time, I started playing Lumina just so I wouldn't go like O2 in the bracket I was organizing, you know? That was the reason I started playing Lumina. But like, the more I will play it later after the event, like the more I ended up loving the game. So I would say that right now Lumina is my main game, and like I still want to play it a lot, a lot. I still like a lot the game.
I'm on a similar boat. Of both of you actually combined with
Oh shit.
me start with a friend that I was on a my pass isn't really good. I had to switch houses really constantly, and one of my friends on the place I live at right now told me to forget everything that I was having at the moment to play Melty current code. It was like 2012,
Mm-hmm.
and I really enjoyed the game, and I wanted to keep playing the game, but I was scared at the moment to join the community because of everything that was happening to me. So when Lumina came out, I tried to, learn the game, learn a fighting game for the first time seriously, to try to get my friend that brought me to current code to play with me at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But it never ended up happening because you know how Lumina was on release. So I started just to playing alone because many things happened until Lumina came out. And I started playing just by myself and joining some events like in LAN and right now soon. And after that, the moment when Lumina went like dead for a time, I only play Red Hydra. Like actually, they remember us both as the only soldiers alive at that point. But uh, after that, I started playing like seriously and grinding the game to the point that I am right now. And if I didn't do that on my own, I would have never met people like Joorgi or Tomo, and thanks to them, I also could travel to Brazil and to Climax, and thanks to the community as a whole. So I will, even though my main reason is no longer my main reason, uh, I got many things when thanks to the community. So yeah, I just keep playing thanks to the community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As a last note for myself, I would just say that like to the people hear the podcast later, just like please pay attention to the South America scene because a lot of people don't know like what we do, how strong we are, but I can guarantee you that like we're good. We are good, very strong, and like we're doing a lot of events. Like we're doing the best we can, and the best we can right now. I can confident say that it's like really good. So we have a lot of references in the game as well for characters. So just watch us more. I would say. We
Yeah, I agree with that
That-
because our players are not on the wiki. I'm looking at
yeah,
Oh
Pointscape
yeah.
yeah.
wiki right
We are
now.
not
Okay.
on Wiki.
There's
Why?
me.
Cojo.
I'm not there. I'm not there. Like Erin Omisaki is there, but I'm not there. I feel sad. I feel sad every time that I
Cojo.
remember. Why they hate us?
Yeah.
They hate. Just hate
Kikojo.
it.
Please do
Yeah.
something, Kikojo.
Yeah,
Just all players
I
in
would
there.
only I would only add that like if anyone wants to like watch our VODs, uh I did that like since a month ago, and I think it's like actually updated within the events this year. But in Melty Games, I think like all of the events we did for Brazil and Sud uh have the footage there basically. I think I put the tag like BR that stands for Brazil and Sud that stands for South America, Melty Sud. So just search up the tag right there, like watch us playing. Just hop up on our Discord server as well. We may speak Portuguese, but most of us know how to speak English as well. So like we
Exactly.
can have some fun conversation as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
because we are, learning English is very important to fighting games. Sometimes we know how
yeah,
to we have to do and learn that.
yeah. I would say that most of our community knows at least how to communicate basic English. So like
Yeah,
just hop on our server, like just talk to us.
Just feel
We
free
we
to
are we
ask.
are chill. We are cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we're really shield besides some people that we don't talk about it. But
there's a lot
but
of things
yeah,
we
we are
don't
really
talk about.
shield.
There's a lot of things we don't talk about.
But yeah, also on that note, I find it really funny that every time someone mentions Sud, they say, "Oh, Brazil." Uh, yeah,
Dude,
no,
don't
it's
worry,
not
don't
only
worry,
Brazil.
don't
It's
worry,
not only
bro.
Brazil, but yeah.
We
Actually,
don't
when I
like
went
that.
to Climax, they thought I was from Brazil. Oh no, I'm from Chile.
Oh,
What is Chile?
Do you have like the Brazilian? Do you have the Brazilian aura, Haya? Do you have the
the
Brazilian
Brazilian
No,
aura?
spirit.
no, no.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I don't
Donny had that
know.
aura. Donny had that aura.
Oh fuck! Isn't he can I'm going to say that like those titles that Donnie has. Can I say them? Can I say them?
No,
No, no,
no,
no, no,
God
no.
no,
damn it!
no,
God damn it!
no. You're banned.
God damn
You're banned.
it!
I
No,
will just
you're
say
Okay,
banned.
that you
okay,
have
I'm
some
watching it.
funny memes here. I will just say that you have some funny memes here.
Do you really gonna wanna get touched that badly,
Oh
Tomo?
yeah. He went by numerous names. You need to see them. Like you just need to see to believe it.
Lalo Salamanca.
George, I would just like to
That's the
say,
best one.
I would just like to say, let's not touch that matter. I would just say that.
Okay, I won't. Like I really wanted to, but I won't. I won't.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I can finish recording.
Hmm?
Okay. I guess that covers it. Any last words from you all?
Not from me.
I don't think so. I
Oh,
think I said already what I had to. I think just like keep playing Lumina. Everyone just keep spreading the word about Lumina. Pay attention to South American our events and so on. Probably like I don't know how that is possible, but like if any of you wants to go to Battle Coliseum this year, play some American Map Blood, just contact me as well, or just like get some Poha
Or
slash
for,
mates reference. I'm here to help you as much as I can.
or if you want to go to Chile or Argentina, you can also talk to
Yeah,
me or to Series. Series, I think many people know Series on the current community, but he's also hosting for Lumina and Under Night. So he has that superhero vibe from Argentina right now.
yeah, he is. He's
yeah,
the superhero of the Argentina, no doubt about it.
So feel free to ask for any of the events we will be hosting around this year. And if you wanna come here to hang out, just tell us, and we're happy to meet you.
yeah,
And
yeah.
besides that, I wanna say thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah,
Exactly.
thanks a lot. Yeah,
No
it
problem.
was really it was a really fun time. I would just like to add
Mhm.
that like our social media, which is like Reverse Beat Brazil for YouTube, Rebeat Brazil for Twitter, and like Reverse Beat Brazil for Twitch. And I think Melty Sud, it's like Melty Sud for everything, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter as well. We post, and of course the Discord service. We post everything in all of these different media. So yeah, you can check that as well if you want to just stay tuned to what we are doing.
Okay. Anything you want to say about Climax?
Oh,
Eh,
oh we can
Okay.
say
we don't want to spoil anything.
Oh,
We can
yeah.
say
I just say that might be South America right there. So
Yeah, there
I
might
can't
be
say
like just like
yeah
last year.
yeah.
Mhm.
I can't confirm, I can't deny, but there might be. So stay tuned as
even
well.
though even though last year for Lumina was only me, there was also Donny there and Nonemi from Current Code, and I think Inso also was there. I don't
No,
remember right.
ciao.
Xiao was there, and I will I will not confirm nor deny the possibility that many South American people will be there. I mean,
Yeah,
it's the last one. Why wouldn't be?
yeah. And I would just like say, be prepared for us.
Yeah.
We are
We prepare
coming.
for the
We are
announcement.
coming. Yeah.
thank you. Thank you all for your time. And for my very loyal viewers who are watching this that have through my very long hiatus, expect the same. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe once or twice a
Or
month,
twice.
once or twice every few months. I'm not consistent. Think of me as you see me once every. You see me like I'm like a relative that comes like twice or three times a year. That's it. But
Not like the Halley Comet, but something like that.
yeah, something like that. Thank you for listening and have a good melty morning, midday, or midnight whenever you have finished listening to this. Goodbye
In
from
case I
me
don't see you.
and goodbye from Hayasaka, Jorge,
Hi.
and
Bye.
George, and Tomo.